Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and I hope you've all had a really lovely week. In this week's video I've got a grocery haul for what I bought from the week and the meals that I've made from it. So we've got a salsa chicken, we've got a creamy gnocchi with some lamb chops, and then we've also got a Thai green curry using lentils, which was really delicious. I'll show you how I did them. Okie dokie, so these are our groceries for the week. So I've got a mixture of specific items for meals and then also things to just stock up on our pantry. So we've got ground cumin and some cinnamon and garlic there just to stock up things in our pantry, and same with the pesto. I just like to have pesto in the pantry just because a pesto pasta that you can just whip up super easy and super quick. One night we're going to have lamb chops and we're just going to have roast vegetables. So we've got some other vegetables in the fridge, but then we've also got some zucchini, some carrots and some sweet potato. I also have some actual potatoes as well that I've forgotten to put out. So that's one night. One night we're going to be doing a Thai green curry, but we do it with lentils. So we've got the green curry paste and then we're going to just do some extra vegetables in there. And then one night we'll just do leftovers, and then the other night we're going to do some chicken and vegetables. So we've got some broccolini, we've got green beans for that. We'll have broccolini a couple times this week. And then we've got some baby spinach. We've got some chobani in the pouches, so I'll just get whichever is on special between these, the Yo Pros or the chobani Fits. They're really great for my husband to take in the mornings for work because otherwise he just won't eat. We've got this one here. So this is a collagen supplement. So I just want to try that out, see if it will help with sort of hair loss and skin post-pregnancy. I'm trying the Oat Life oat milk this week. It's a bit expensive, so we'll see what it's like. I really enjoy the Vitasoy oat milk, but we'll just try this one out and see. We've got some sachets of hot chocolate because I love hot chocolate. I can't help myself. Some mineral water, onions, eggs, and then we've also got some little pouches for his dog food to mix in with his dry food, just to prompt him to eat a little bit more. So that's what we've got for this week. Oh, and then we've just got a few little things like my face serum and face oil was 50% off, so I stocked up on those even though I don't quite need them yet, and then just some deodorant and things like that. So that's what we've got for this week, and then I'll show you the meals that we're going to cook with them. Tonight for dinner we're going to have salsa chicken, so it's one of my favourites. So we've got our chicken, we've got our salsa that we'll put on top of it that we've got left over from last week, we've got some grated cheese here, and then to serve on the side we're going to do some roast carrots and potatoes, and then we're going to also do some zucchini and some broccolini, and then I've got olive oil and salt and pepper as well. To get started, I'm just going to chop the potatoes and lightly coat them in olive oil, some salt and pepper, and then pop them on a roasting tray into the oven for 180, and then I'm going to do the same with my carrots. With my chicken breasts, I'm going to just coat them lightly in olive oil, some salt and some pepper, and then they can go into a hot frying pan, and we're just going to sear each side. When we're searing the chicken, we just want to make sure that the frying pan's really hot. We're not aiming to cook the chicken all the way through at this point, we're just trying to get a nice golden outside on each of the pieces of chicken. When the chicken is golden on each side, pop it onto a baking tray, and then we're going to smear the salsa on top. So you want a nice decent amount, so maybe a couple spoonfuls on each, and then we're going to top that with some grated cheese as well. Pop that in the oven on about 180 degrees, and that'll take about 10 to 15 minutes depending on the thickness of your chicken. Then we're going to add some broccolini into the frying pan that we've just used. I add a little bit of water just to kind of get things going and add a little bit of steam, and then I add a little bit of salt and pepper and some apple cider vinegar. Then we're also going to go in with zucchini and get those cooking away nicely. Then we start plating up, and you'll see here as well that I'm making this for lunches tomorrow as well in these containers. This makes a really great lunch for the next day. Got salsa chicken with some broccolini, zucchini and roasted carrots and potatoes. So the next night I've got lamb chops. I bought these lamb chops thinking that they were going to be a little bit bigger than they are. So what I'm going to do is some gnocchi with a creamy sauce to go with it. So we've got some spinach, we've got zucchini, beans, a carrot, our little lamb chops, and then some gnocchi, which I always keep in the pantry. And then I've also got a little bit of thickened cream just to help that sauce. To start off making our sauce for the gnocchi, I'm going to grate 1 carrot, and I'm also going to grate a whole zucchini to go in there. On the stove I've got a pot of boiling water, and I'm going to add the gnocchi in there. The gnocchi is fully cooked when it pops up to the surface. I've also got a small frying pan heating up and then a large frying pan heating up. To my large frying pan I'm going to add some olive oil and then the grated zucchini and carrot, and I'm going to let that wilt down a little bit. I'm also going to add in there some salt, some pepper, a little bit of chili flakes and a good dash of white wine, depending on how much white wine flavour you like. It gives a really nice acidity. Once our gnocchi has floated to the surface of the pot, we're going to add that into our small frying pan, which has been heating up with some olive oil, and we're going to just fry those slightly just so they get a really nice crispy golden exterior. And then I'm just going to throw the green beans straight into that pot that the gnocchi was cooking in. And give that gnocchi a good toss just to get it all coated in olive oil and to stop it from sticking to the bottom. It does take a deceptively long time to crisp them up. Then add a little dash of that pasta cooking water into the pan. That just helps to soften the veggies a little bit more and keep it nice and loose as well. Then once the gnocchi is a little bit crispy, throw that into the sauce. Then add in your thickened cream. So try and do this when it's either off the heat, or if you have some cooking cream, that's even better to stop it from curdling. I've just made sure that I've got it on a really low heat, give it a really quick mix, and then I'm going to throw in some spinach, and then we're done. And then we just add our salt and peppered lamb chops into the hot frying pan. I'm just going to cook these like I would cook a steak, so really hot, let them be medium rare, and then give them a quick turnover. When I tasted the sauce, I just thought it needed a little bit of something extra, so I've just sprinkled in a little bit of chicken stock. You could just use chicken stock instead of the pasta water when we're cooking it. And then we have our creamy gnocchi with our lamb chops. The gnocchi ended up being a bit more of the main and the lamb chops as a side dish, but super delish. Tonight we're going to have a Thai green curry. So to go in this, we've got some capsicum, carrot, zucchini, onion, and I'm going to use lentils for my curry. I'm going to make a Thai green curry with coconut milk. So most of these things you should have probably in your fridge and pantry. So I've always got sort of a couple of cans of lentils, we've always got rice, I've always got coconut milk. Then I always try to have a curry mix, so I've got a green curry and a red curry that I try and keep in my pantry all the time. To get started, we're just going to chop our vegetables. I like to have them in a really chunky dice for this curry, and then let them just soften in the pan. Next we're going to cook our rice. I'm using basmati rice, and then I'm just going to add 1.5 times water to rice, and then a really good amount of salt, and I actually really like to add chicken stock. I just find it adds a little bit of extra flavour. To get our curry started, I'm just going to add some olive oil into a hot pan, and then I'm going to go in with the carrots and the onions. In hindsight, I would have also added the capsicum in at this point just to help it soften a little bit better once we got going. And then we just slowly add the vegetables as they get softer, and then we go in with our curry paste. So I want to be able to fry this off a little bit before I add in the lentils and the coconut milk. Once the curry paste had a chance to fry off a little bit and is aromatic, add in your lentils, and you'll notice here I put in the lentil liquid as well. It's got quite a bit of flavour, and it's actually got some salt in it as well, so then I don't need to season later. I then go in with my zucchini to start letting that soften down, and then I'll add in my coconut milk. Then add the spinach when we're just about ready to serve. And then we have a lentil Thai green curry, super quick and easy. I hope you really enjoyed this week's recipes. If you do give them a go, make sure you tag me on my Instagram on mindful_and_messy. I also post a lot more of my weeknight meals on my stories over there, so make sure you go over there and check that out. If you like videos like this, please do make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel, because it really does help me know what kind of content people are looking for and helping me to create that kind of content. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a really lovely week. Bye.